Running with the runners. 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 Running with the runners.
Welcome in, everyone, to the Runners Live. It's Tuesday, June 17th, 2025. As always, I got my good brother here, Ricardo Hamilton, aka Mims, making it make sense. We have an awesome guest tonight, Angie and Mims. What a time to be alive, man. It's the greatest digital wealth transfer in human history. People better plug in right now to win.
Yeah, man, I'm thinking we might need to change that song to "All I Do Is Win, 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 No Matter What."
Let's get it.
We got a phenomenal show for you guys, man. I'm telling you, we always connect with solid, awesome people that are changing lives, with phenomenal opportunities. And tonight's a special show, man. This is for everybody. Make sure you guys like this out, share this out, especially now. People need options, they need opportunity. They need to capitalize on the systems and the platforms that are here for them to win. And, I say it all the time. You don't know what you don't know, and you won't know unless somebody tells you.
Yep.
Well, hello, you running with the runners. We're telling you, take action. Let's run. What's good, brother?
Well, man, when I met, I just met Angie like 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And she started telling me her story. She did not know anything about cryptocurrency 2 months ago. Like nothing. And she's like, Mike, I just shared it with people. I got excited. And now she's making $3,000 a week. And then we'll talk about how she's helped her husband do that as well. So I'm telling you guys, listen, you have to get educated. Like Mims and I always say, education in the cryptocurrency space is the most important thing. Right. And there's a lot of people out there that are network marketers who have connections, but they don't understand cryptocurrency. And Angie took that leap of faith to learn the game, learn a blockchain and the future. That is cryptocurrency. So I want to bring her on right now. She is so much fun. Angie, what's up, girl? How are you doing tonight?
Hi, guys. I'm so excited to be here.
Well, listen, Angie, you are just a bundle of joy. You got so much energy. And I just love your story, but let's start at the very beginning, right? Just tell us where you're from, a little bit about you before I get into your journey, your story of how much success you have had.
Well, I'm originally from California, born and raised native. My husband and I moved to Arizona about 5 years ago, and we're here to stay. We absolutely love it. I was actually in the healthcare field for several years, and I'd say probably about 4 years ago, I decided to quit and get into affiliate marketing and digital marketing, and I've done network marketing on and off for 40 years, so I'm real familiar with that era. But I have never come across anything that has been so amazing and so lucrative as Texit has been to me. So I'm really excited to share my experience with you all.
No, I love that. So I just want you guys to understand. She did not know about crypto, blockchain, wallets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Like we met for like an hour, Angie, and I kind of taught you. And you're like, Mike, I don't know any of this. I don't know about wallets, addresses. I'm like, don't worry, girl, I got you. So, Angie, you're presented Texit, right? You're like, wait, this is a decentralized mining, freedom, liberty. What's your first thought? Because I deal with a lot of people like you, right? They're network marketers, they have connections, but they're scared of blockchain. They're scared of learning about how to move digital assets. So start us from the very beginning. You're presented Texit. Walk us through what you went through.
Honestly, the first thing that went through my mind was, no, scam. I didn't want any part of it. And, it was presented to me by somebody I know, love, and trust. And He said, Angie, this is different than anything you've ever seen before. Just let me explain it to you. And if it's not for you after I've shared it all, no worries. It's not going to change how I feel about you. Blessings to you. And I said, okay, I'll listen to you. I'll hear what you have to say. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking, as soon as you finish talking, I'm going to still say no because I had already made up my mind. Right. And, I just felt like I didn't understand it. And I was afraid. And I'm realizing now that I know what I know, knowledge is power.
Yes.
And, I remember my hands shaking when I was doing my first transaction on Coinbase. And now I can do it in my sleep.
Yep. That's it. I love it.
So I'm gradually learning. But I was just really, really reluctant. And then I got on a call with Mitchell, who is absolutely amazing.
Mitchell is the man.
Yeah.
Let's just take a time out here and say how amazing Mitchell is.
Yes. And when I heard him speak, he was, I really related to him. First of all, he was, a retired police officer, and I have a lot of respect for him and law enforcement. And he was very soft-spoken. He was not high pressure. He didn't come across like a salesman. And it was basically, I learned a lot from him. And what I basically learned was, as I talk to people, is that I'm not here to make a sale. I'm not here to try to convince anybody about how amazing Texit is, because it is. But what I really want to do is educate people. And if I just give them answers to their questions and explain the comp plan and explain the benefits to it, you don't even have to promote it if you don't want to. You can make true passive income. Or if you do promote it, you can make 100 times more than you would if you didn't. So why not share it, right? And so it's something that works for anybody and everybody. And so being a marketer, and in my background, after I heard about the comp plan, I knew that this was something I was going to want to share. And I've been doing this now for 7 weeks and have made about...
That's it?
Yeah,
7 weeks.
7 weeks.
And I've made $18,000 in cash.
Wow. Allegedly, she has not really made that much.
I will show you receipts.
No, you haven't. You haven't made any money, Angie. You haven't made any money from this. We're making this all up.
Yes. So, and obviously my crypto is paying me every night while I sleep.
Yep.
And it's almost addicting. I wake up in the morning and I look at my coins to see how much I got paid the night before. And I'm at about like $7,000 in crypto in just 7 weeks. And I would never have believed this had I not lived it and seen it myself. It truly is an amazing, amazing blessing. I have to share this real quick because my husband's a truck driver, and I would love to retire him because, he wakes up every morning at 3 o'clock in the morning. He's a hard worker, and it's hard work.
No, for real.
And so his transmission just went out on his big rig. And normally we would have been totally stressed out. And I said, well, how much is it going to cost to get it fixed? So we were probably looking at maybe about $6,000. I said, oh, that's it.
You're like, I just made that last week.
Right.
I said, babe, I got that.
I got you.
I got you. And so, this is the very first time that I have never had to worry about looking at how much something costs.
Yep. Wow.
And I've never had that before. And I'm just a plain Jane nobody. I'm going to be 64 in July.
Stop.
I was ready to retire. No, seriously. And
I don't believe you.
I was ready to just, relax, but I'm having way too much fun with this. It's so easy. It's the easiest thing I have ever promoted. And I'll tell you why. You know, I've done a lot of things in the past. For those people that know me, know that, you know, here's the thing. There's a lot of ways that you can make money online, in, you know, on Facebook. And there's people that are doing supplements, right? Digital marketing, streaming. And I mean, you name it, you'll find it on Facebook as an opportunity. But what I loved about this is that it's almost like we are selling ATM machines, but instead of it printing out money, we're printing out cryptocurrency, and it's paying us every night while we sleep. And the fact that these miners are going to pay us for 138 years, I mean, they're going to outlive us. We can pass this down to our family. It was a no-brainer. How could I say no to that? You know, so everybody, you know, not everybody wants or needs supplements or cares about their health or digital marketing, but everybody needs and wants money. And this is just the easiest thing I have ever done. And I've gotten probably about 27 personals in just a short 7 weeks.
Wow.
But my team has probably grown like over 100 because we're sharing it with other people.
Yeah.
And I'm getting paid every single week, $3,000 a week.
Guys, listen. All right. So we brought you Mitchell first, right? Mitchell never did network marketing. He was a crypto guy, right?
Right.
He was making $3,000 a week. Crypto guy, no network marketing. Angie understands network marketing, no crypto at all. Didn't even know about, like, I met with her for an hour. No offense, Angie. She's a baby. She did not know anything. And I was like, Angie, I'll teach you. I got you, girl. So Mims, right? We're seeing here, right? Bringing people together, right? People in crypto, people in network marketing, people that even don't know either of them are having success here because of the digital wealth transfer we are experiencing now. So Mims, I'm excited for Angie.
Yeah.
I'm excited for our whole team in Texas, but maybe make it make sense of what is going on here and how can people get plugged in?
You know, this is why it's so exciting, because we're literally seeing everything that we know we talk about come to fruition. Yep. You know, not only in our lives, but other people's lives, you know what I mean? And so this is why we get excited about this space and the opportunity. And we're telling people, take this thing serious. It can change your life. There are things that are going to come up in life. You need options, especially cash flow. You need, you know, ways to create some passive income. You need to take advantage of opportunities out here in blockchain and crypto. And so, you know, there's no excuse. Like you said, whether you're no crypto or not, you can win here. Whether you're from MLM, network marketing, direct sales or not, you can win here. You know, they just have a great program, you know, a great company was being built with these miners. And then people are coming in here with no experience in crypto or network marketing and making $3,000 per week. Okay. And this is blown up and excited. And I'm just excited to be a part of the movement and, you know, running with, you know, the runners and hearing the stories of people like Angie and helping more people win. Because understand something, for anybody to win in this space, you got to help other people, you know, and that's the key thing. And what we're doing is we're helping people acquire an asset that produces digital assets every single day for the rest of your life, you know, and that's what's exciting when you can reward people, share something with them of this nature and put them in position to win. I mean, $3,000 per week. Who doesn't need that right now? Who doesn't need that right now? Oh.
Yeah. And guys, let's just give you a quick, we're talking about Texas Coin, right? It's honest money for the next republic. And even if Texas doesn't succeed, we're building decentralized mining platforms that can mine anything. They can mine Litecoin, Dogecoin, Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. The company has multiple income streams. This is a Litecoin fork, right? Litecoin is like Bitcoin's little brother. So it's secure. We know it works. When you get a miner, okay, I just want you guys to understand this. I want everyone to see this right now. I'm going big screen right here, okay? You get a physical cold storage wallet. Tell me anywhere else you get a physical cold storage wallet where every day your coins are sent. So when you buy a miner, your coins are sent there every single day, right? So our video is about Mitchell. He's a former police officer, now security. He's making $12,000 a month. like Angie is. He knew nothing about crypto, network marketing. He was just a crypto guy. That's it. He told 5 people. Next thing you know, he's making $3,000 a week and probably more. We're not even counting what he's making with Texit and all the mining he's doing, right? So I want you guys to understand here. This is hosted mining and cold storage. You will not get a miner sent to your house yet. That's happening. That will happen because we will be decentralizing. But right now, you don't have to worry about having a computer, having energy, hosting, technical know-how. It's 100% hands-free. The daily coins go to your own wallet, your cold storage. It's a complete turnkey solution. They have professional hosting. And I'm going to show you a little bit here how Bobby is making this happen. And the compensation plan is amazing. We're making a couple grand a week. It's very easy. And we don't even want to get into becoming a Texas Ranger, which is awesome. We are Texas Rangers. We will be Texas Rangers. In our mind, we already Texas Rangers. But Angie, I want to come back to you here real quick. And for those of you watching us right now, right? I see you guys. I see you out there. Like this. Give us a comment. Any questions? Share this out. So Angie, what gets you the most excited when it comes to Texit? And let's talk about freedom and liberty. Because again, there's 10 billion cryptocurrencies right now in the world, right? What gets us excited about this one when it comes to freedom and liberty and decentralizing us from the central banks, the Federal Reserve, the governments, and the big banks?
Well, I just love the fact that it's decentralized because I don't think, anybody needs to know our business.
Yep.
I'm really kind of learning and appreciating that. So having that freedom, and the more I learn about crypto, it's just amazing. But with this platform, it is so easy to learn and to do because you don't have to do anything. They do everything for you. Yeah. So I am learning, but as a matter of fact, I have to share about, I put my husband in on your power leg last week.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
So, and that leg is going to grow because I'm obviously, adding to it and building his leg as my second position. And I literally just 1 week ago, I put him in and he's getting paid $3,000 tomorrow. We get paid every Wednesday. And what a blessing. So now we're going to have dual income in this home. And I am so, so grateful that I said yes to the opportunity because I immediately shut down and did not want to hear it. And, I decided to at least hear it, and then I can make an educated choice based on the information that was given to me. So don't make a decision based on, just a hunch, or do your research, get your information, get your answers. I won't ever buy anything off of a video. I need to talk to a person. I need to get answers and to have questions. And so I love educating people because I just feel like I want to shake everybody.
Well, listen, Angie, I am going to admit I was wrong. Okay. I got shared Texit in January, right? I looked at it for 5 or 10 minutes. Mims, don't get mad at me. Mims is still mad at me. He's like, Mike, why didn't we do this 2 months ago?
Oh, yeah.
Listen, people pitch me 20 things a day, right? I looked at it. I'm like, I'm busy. I didn't take it seriously. But what I did do, Angie, in, I think, March, I got a position, right? I got a position. I bought a miner. And I said, let's see what happens. And I saw the token was like 30 cents then, right? I got tokens every day. The token was 30 cents. Now it's like $1.30, right? And then Mims and I started talking. We're like, listen, we better take this Texit seriously. Like, so again, you guys have maybe heard of this. You've maybe been shared this. But I'm telling you, you have got to check this out. Because I did not understand the compensation plan that Bobby had made, right? It's a complete team build. We call this the blue collar network, the blue collar compensation plan. 3 on your left, 3 on your right, you get paid $1,000. It's a team build, right? So Ricardo and me and Angie and her husband are all putting people down the same line, right? The same team. And then you just put 3 people on the right of your own inside leg, $1,000. They put 3 people, $1,000. You put 3, they put 3. We're having a blast here, guys. So Mims, I've never seen anything that's so simple, right? I mean, $2,000 my first week, $2,000 my second, $3,000 my first week, $3,000 this week. Mims, make it make sense. Why isn't everyone doing this?
Yeah, I mean, look, so this is real, okay? This is real blockchain technology, okay? There are miners, okay, in Texas, all around Texas. They're building out the infrastructure. And like Mike talked about, these miners have the ability to mine other digital assets as well, okay? So there is real physical, okay, miners here. We're talking about real use case, okay, for the coin, let alone the mission, you know what I'm saying, is phenomenal. The vision, okay, is revolutionary, okay? But we're talking about, you know, cities in Texas and more cities to be taking this, utilizing this digital asset, okay? We're talking about this is a fork of the Litecoin blockchain, okay? Litecoin is huge, okay? Everybody knows about it. It's fast and cheap, okay? You know, and of course, yes, the compensation plan, the ability to share something like this and then put yourself in position to earn up to $3,000 per week is huge.
Yep.
It's huge. I mean, so it's definitely real. It's definitely legit. The physical infrastructure is there. The community is growing globally. Okay. The community is growing globally. And like Mike said, we've been watching this since, you know, a few pennies. Now it's up over $1 and it's projected to go to $16. Okay. You guys are still early. So definitely lock in a position, get back to who shared this with you and acquire the miner. I mean, right. We're familiar with other nodes and servers and miners and different things. Right now, less than $1,000, you can get a miner and lock in your position and just see what it does. Let alone if you share and get more mining power and get more coins. Let alone if you share and get paid $1,000 extra for that week. You know what I'm saying? Or if not more. And you never know who knows who. You never know who you share this with and who they share it with. And because it's a binary, it's only 2 legs.
That's it.
Those points are going to flow all the way up.
Yep.
I mean, this is one of the best compensation and miner platforms that I've ever seen, and the success stories that are coming out of this project is next level when it talks about the average person. It's about blue collar compensation plan winning, okay, winning because life happens. You will have expenses come up, you will have things come up in life, and I tell you all the time, if you're relying on one stream of income, you're a disaster waiting to happen.
Don't do that, kids. Do not.
Income.
Yeah. Do not do that.
No.
So again, guys, you got to learn from my mistakes. I was told about Texit right here in January, and I ignored it to my own peril. Luckily, about right here, I got a miner. I was just too busy. I was distracted. I didn't promote it, right? Come about here, I was like, I gotta tell people about this right in this area, right around $1.
Yeah.
Now we're up at $1.25.
Yeah.
Made maybe like $7-8 grand in 3 weeks. So I'm telling you guys, you have got to take this seriously. We're just gonna keep going up, guys. And I didn't even get to talk about this, but I want to show this. I showed it when Mims was talking, right? But when you see the transparency here, right? When you see Bobby Gray, the Texit Coin founder, right, who has been talking and teaching.
180 volt power plugged into the tub. Well, you can.
For literally decades. No, I don't want them to hear it because they can't hear it. This is, you guys can watch this. We can show you this later, right? But he is literally going through how these miners that are mining cryptocurrency are in this fluid that is cooling it versus using a fan. It's 20 times more energy efficient, right? And again, we have all these resources. We have all the teams. We have the Telegram groups. We have the Facebook groups, right? We will teach and show you guys how massive this is. Because again, guys, I get it. You see people talking about something, you don't believe it. You think it's too good to be true, but I'm telling you guys, you have got to check this out. You have got to take the time and look at it. Because again, everyone is winning here. Even if you don't tell a soul, you are getting tokens sent to your cold storage wallet every single day when you buy a miner. And the big thing here, guys, it is different than any other cryptocurrency network marketing business I've ever seen, because they can't just create tokens out of thin air. They have to have physical miners, and they're also mining Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Litecoin for other income streams. So I've never seen anything like this. We are having a blast. You guys can keep watching, or we're going to keep running. But Angie, I'm so happy to have met you, and I'm so happy to hear your story.
Yeah.
And in case you guys didn't hear this, she just put her husband in this week, and he made $3,000, right? Because he's running with the runners. Angie's like, wait, who are these runners guys? I better throw my husband in this power leg.
Right.
We got your left. We got your left, Angie. You take care of the right. We got you, girl. So, Angie, maybe just as we close out, those people that don't know about crypto, right? They're scared. They've never done it. They've never sent, crypto from this wallet to that wallet. What would you tell them to get started, to take that leap of faith?
I would just say, do not let fear dictate your future, because, we are all so helpful here that you can pick up hop on a call on Messenger, or we can do a Zoom. Any one of us will answer all of your questions. We will walk you through everything. I've learned so much in the short amount of time, because you guys have all been so amazing and literally have walked me through. Click here, do this, do that, so that I understood what I was doing as I was, purchasing or transferring or doing whatever I needed to do and learn. So don't let the fact that you don't know anything now, because we will teach you. And it's really not as hard as you thought that it was. When I first did my first one, I said, that's it? I was like, that's what I've been afraid of? I'm like, oh my gosh, I had no idea it was that simple. So yeah, don't wait. You will kick yourself royal later. I promise you.
Yeah, no, that's it. And I've talked to so many people in the last 6-7 years, right? And they're just like, I don't get it. And I'm like, you don't know how your toaster works. I don't know how the radio works. I don't know how the internet works. And nobody knows how dollars are made other than Mims, right? People use dollars and credit cards. They don't know how they work, but they're scared to get into digital currency and this digital wealth transfer. So Mims, close us out tonight. Why do people need to take a look at Texit? Why do they need to get into the digital wealth transfer? Because guys, this is it. This is Bank of America just named Bitcoin and cryptocurrency blockchain a millennial 1,000-year event that will never happen for another 1,000 years. So Mims, I'll let you close this out.
Yeah, look, so proof is in the pudding, folks.
Yep.
Proof is in the pudding. Documentation beats conversation. That's why we're going live. That's why we're sharing this, because we're winning. There are other people who are winning. More people are going to win. And we want you guys to help us help others win and help you win. Share the mission of liberty and freedom with Texit Coin. Share the real value of the infrastructure that's being built and the possibilities. Share the excitement of the growth of the ecosystem and the community and the value of the asset. Don't be poor. Okay. Poor is passing over opportunities repeatedly.
Yep.
And just because the last opportunity didn't work for you, don't mean that the next opportunity ain't going to work for you.
That part.
Right. You 3 foot from gold. You never know that one opportunity where, it could change your life forever. So put yourself in position to win. Be afraid of what you say no to, because you could be saying no to something that is a blessing in your life and your friends and family's lives, because of the income that you were able to make, because of the information that you were able to acquire, because of the people that you were able to meet and the impact that you're going to have on people's lives. That's why I say, if you want to increase your passive income in life, increase your passive impact in people's lives. And when you have something as powerful as, the Texas coin and blockchain technology and crypto and the mission and, the value, that this whole ecosystem brings, it's something that you want to share and that you want to get educated on and that you want to put yourself in position to win. So, listen, like this out, share this out, get back to the person who shared this with you, get your first miner, lock in your position, learn as as you earn, okay, and start running, run with the runners, lace up.
Well, listen, guys, you need to get back with the person who shared this with you. I want to show you guys something right here, right? Let me pull this up. We are so early. If someone's sharing this with you, or you are watching this right now, you are extremely early. Okay. We are looking to get 1 million people.
You're not sharing screen. You're screening. Sharing your screen.
I'm waiting, bro. I'm building it up.
Oh, okay.
I'm building it up.
I thought well, you got it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it is.
Right. So again, guys, we are super early. Look at this. I want you guys to see this. There are less than 7,000 miners in the entire world. Less than 7,000. Right? Yeah. The transparency on this network and blockchain is absolutely unbelievable. You can see their income, right? Their approved commissions. 36% of what they're bringing in, they put out in commissions, because you have to build the community. You want to incentivize the community. They're getting new equipment. They're doing advertising and promotion. Like, guys, if you go to Texas and Florida, there are Texit billboards on the highways all over the country. This is about freedom and liberty. You can look at the hash rate that just keeps going up and up and up and up, right? This is, and again, next week we will do a whole, I'm going to go deep on you guys. I'm going to go into Ron Paul. I'm going to talk about libertarianism. Mims is going to go into the Federal Reserve. We're going to talk about the fake Ponzi dollar pyramid scheme that all of us have been enslaved with a debt dollar system. And we're going to break it down, because that's what this is about, guys. This is bigger than making money. This is bigger than cryptocurrency and blockchain. This is about freedom and liberty and breaking free from the system that has enslaved us since 1913 and the creation of the Federal Reserve. All right. I don't want to get too excited tonight, guys.
Amen, so brother. Amen.
We got to go before I get too crazy.
Sound money clap from my man Mike. That's how you let the
Let's go. Well, hey, listen. Sir. We love you guys. Like this. Share it with people. Anyone that you know that loves freedom, loves liberty, loves America, lives in Texas. Angie, you are awesome. We'll definitely have you on again. I'm so excited for you and your husband and how much you guys are winning.
Congratulations.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Awesome.
We're going to keep winning, guys. We want you to win as well. So run with the runners. Mims, lace up. We are wealthy.
Peace
out, guys.